Yo, how's it going? I recently started a shiny only run of Infinite Fusion over on my Twitch. I had a lot of questions when starting out, but there didn't seem to be many answers online, so I felt like compiling everything I've learned so far into one video. Please note that I'm still learning, so I do not have every possible answer yet. But if you do have questions, feel free to ask me in the comments below. I'm putting quite a bit of information into this video, so if you're looking for something specific, check the pinned comment for a timestamp. But if you truly want to master shiny hunting in Infinite Fusion, I'd highly recommend watching this entire video. First of all, Infinite Fusion has the same shiny odds as the modern day Pokemon games, being 1 in 4,096. I initially thought they were 1 in 8,192 like in the Game Boy and DS games, but I was wrong. Shiny Pokemon also do not grant any stat boosts or special bonuses like in the normal games. These are, however, the only two similarities that Shinies share between the mainline games and Infinite Fusion. Due to the size of Infinite Fusion's Pokédex, the Pokemon are generated by an algorithm in real time. This means that the Shinies in Infinite Fusion differ completely from those you know in every other Pokemon game. Now, let's talk about fusions. There are 4 possible outcomes when fusing Pokemon. Outcome 1 is when neither Pokemon A nor Pokemon B are shiny. This obviously results in a non-shiny fusion. Outcome 2 is when Pokemon A is shiny but Pokemon B isn't. This results in a 1-star shiny fusion which will gain shiny coloration based on the shiny palette of Pokemon A. Outcome 3 is similar to Outcome 2 where Pokemon A is not shiny but Pokemon B is. This also results in a 1-star shiny fusion which will gain shiny coloration based on the shiny palette of Pokemon B. Outcome 4 is a little weird. Sometimes you get cool re-rolled shinies. Other times you get a copy of either the head or the body. But I mean, hey, when you combine 2 shinies, you get 2 stars and it looks cool next to the Pokemon's name, so can I really fault them? When it comes to encountering fused Pokemon in the wild, the Pokemon are rolled as 2 separate Pokemon similar to the Double Grass in Gen 5. A 1-star shiny fusion of a Ralts and a Bidoof could yield either a shiny Ralts or a shiny Bidoof. The only way to tell which is shiny is by separating the 2. There is also the possibility of encountering a wild 2-star shiny, but this is incredibly unlikely and I doubt it will ever happen. But now it's officially time to learn how to hunt. Along with the normal full odd methods, Infinite Fusion includes the Pokéradar from Gen 4 and you can get it rather early on. To get the Pokéradar, go to the Pokemon Center in Cerulean City. Inside is a scientist who will ask for help researching the Abra on Route 6. Follow her there and catch her in Abra. After showing it to her, she will gift you the Pokéradar. Go ahead and register it, you'll need it a lot. Anyways, let's get to hunting. If you already know how to use the Pokéradar, here are the differences between Gen 4's Pokéradar and Infinite Fusion's. In Infinite Fusion, the Pokéradar does not need to be charged and can be used freely. Use this to your advantage. Trust me. Along with that, the distance from the player to the patch does not matter as much in Infinite Fusion. As long as you avoid patches directly next to you, you should rarely experience random breaks. That being said, your chain still can break randomly. This isn't too big of an issue, however, as the lack of a recharge period makes chaining and hunting rather quick. If you don't already know how to use the Pokéradar though, here's a quick guide on how it works. Each time the Pokéradar is triggered while in the tall grass, a few patches will shake. Entering one of them will trigger a wild encounter. This is no ordinary wild encounter though. By defeating or catching the Pokemon found, you start a chain of that Pokemon. With each consecutive chain, your odds of encountering a shiny of that initial Pokemon increase. Unlike normal grass, you can tell if the Pokemon you're going to encounter is shiny from the overworld before even entering battle. This is due to a special type of shaking grass called sparkling grass, which looks something like this. Chaining is not that easy though. There are several things you can do that will break your chain, causing you to have to restart from 0. Here are some of the key things you can do to avoid losing a chain. Leaving the tall grass, encountering a Pokemon unrelated to the chain, and running away from an encounter will all break your chain instantly. It's recommended that you use repels to avoid encountering Pokemon, but avoiding the other two is up to you. Patches located at the edges of the tall grass, patches directly bordering the player, and patches directly bordering other patches all have a chance to break your chain. Despite this being a relatively low chance, I still recommend avoiding these patches at all costs. There are different types of shaking grass. Be sure to enter the type of patch that closely resembles the one you entered in your previous encounter to have the highest chance of maintaining your chain. Be sure to bring strong Pokemon with a lot of PP, as you'll need to take down about 40 mons before you reach max odds. I also recommend having about 10 super repels, even though I doubt you'd use all of them for one hunt. If you keep all of this in mind and you keep trying, you're sure to get the hang of it eventually, even if it seems difficult at first. That's all the info I've got for now though. If anything changes or if I learn anything new, I'll be sure to let you guys know in either a comment or a sequel. If any of this helped you at all, be sure to leave a like. I spend a lot of time on these videos, so it shows me that you guys are really enjoying them. If you want to see more, you can also click that big red button that says subscribe while you're down there. Thanks, happy hunting, I'll see you guys next Friday.